welcome back to Would-Be Heroes. We're doing something a little bit different this time. We are in a fantasy setting. Specifically, a setting in the Break RPG. It is a fun little system. You ever just have your brain stop working in the middle of a sentence?
Yes,
Just
yes, all the time. Always.
Nothing. But yeah, it's a fun little system. Very fantasy, swords and sorceries, Legend of Zelda, Ghibli films, Delicious in Dungeon, all those fun animes. And let's see, you may recognize me personally from either Would-Be Heroes as Steel Aegis, the tokusatsu-style flip-kicking superhero, or from my own podcast, Bacon Flavored Pods, where I have ran every game there. Let's see. I just realized that on screen I organized you guys, so I can actually, go left to right and it won't be BS this time. Alright, so, Saria. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your little guy.
I have a crochet. I have two crochet frogs next to me, and I'm like, actually, this is great. Great prop for me specifically. So I put them up there now. Hi, I'm completely new here. My name is Saria, but online you might also see me as Animal of the Elements, no space. Online I'm primarily an animator, a storyboard artist. I do animatics. I make videos. Actual jobs in animation and all that. So, yeah. Should I introduce my character? Wait, I also use pretty much any pronoun. My character's gonna be using he, him, so if it's just easier, you could use that. But I also use they and she. Should I also introduce my character, or
you don't have to go into the cosmetic things, but yeah, what is he?
Yeah, so I'll be playing as Dallion today. He's a human raised by Fae, pretty much. And he is a battle princess, which is one of the classes of Break. One of the best classes of Break, honestly.
It's fantastic.
It's so good. It's so good. But basically, think Magical Girl Paladin. That's what we got going on with battle princesses. So I'm ready to do the support thing.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll find out.
We'll see.
We'll see.
All right.
I have myself a little frog companion, just like these guys.
Yeah.
Because every magical girl needs a frog companion.
Mm-hmm.
Or any companion.
All right, and continuing going left to right, Glitch.
Hi, everybody. I'm also a familiar face. Y'all know me. Y'all know my shtick. I played Alexi, aka Anima, in Would-Be Heroes, your favorite shape-shifting team mascot. And now I'm back, and this is my first time with the Break system. I will be playing a sneak type character this time, breaking myself out of my comfort zone a little bit here, by the name of Meza, who is just... There's so much whimsy, and he's just in the corner going, why did I sign up for this? As he tries to steal as much as he possibly can.
We're not gonna make that any easier for you. We're not gonna make that easy for you, trust me.
He'll figure it out.
All right. And next on the list is... Okay, nope, I got you two mixed up. Okay, Anth. Yeah, you know what? Anth, you go ahead next.
All right. Are you sure?
Yeah, no, I'm fixing this right now.
Awesome, cool. Yeah, I'm Anth, and this is my first time on this particular channel, and also my first time playing a Break RPG. Played lots of other stuff in the past. I am a musician and also an educator in my life. And in this game, I'm playing a goblin sage, so sort of a magical focused character, and who also has a bit of a music kind of bent to them, because they used to be a musician and an artist kind of thing, so they're a little bit random, which I think fits the whole goblin thing. Yeah, that's me.
All right. And continuing left to right is Cosmo, who kind of sort of got skipped because I wound up mixing two people's camera placements with their names, and I saw Anth's name first.
No problem, no problem. I'm Cosmo. I use they, them pronouns. You can catch me on Twitch on the off chance that I'm there streaming Yakuzis. I'm at CosmoMemory 91. Yes, CosmoMemory was taken. Yeah, I am playing. I'm playing Strange Brew. He is a Rhine-Echo heretic with cursed taste buds and a pile of student debt. But I am super excited. This is my first time with the Break RPG as well, and I'm ready to really anime it up.
Yeah. Okay, so before we start getting into things, did everyone finish building their characters properly? You got your gold, you spent your monies?
Yeah, did I? I know.
As much as
yeah!
I knew how to. We'll see if that was enough. And I will,
Don't worry. If I sense a discrepancy, I'll be like, hey, wait a second.
I'm going to default to what my default was for would-be heroes, and that's I'll deal with the consequences of my actions at a later time.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Because that went really well for me last time. So.
Oh, yeah. You only got, what, 2, 3 evil clones?
It was only one. First of all, that only happened once. Because the other times weren't the other evil clones, and the other times weren't me.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, we're not doing that campaign anymore, and I'm still facing backlash for a decision that wasn't even mine. I see how it is.
It's okay. You're forgiven for the crimes of your clone.
Wow, thanks, because I needed that.
All right.
I know I've created a character. Whether it was done properly remains to be seen.
Fair enough.
I know, like, the Roll20 character sheet kind of has, like, its own, like, finagles going on as well, so...
Yeah. I remembered someone had some issues with it before. But, yeah. Yeah, let's see. I believe... So, I cannot check the Discord at the moment because this stream is teetering on the brink of collapse. So, I can't touch anything. But I believe in resources. I had some links to some cheat sheet, like combat cheat sheets and stuff. Yeah, you can always check the appendix. Descriptions of your skills for checks and stuff is on page 217 if you have the PDF I shared. All right. And I have been postponing because I have a block of text to read.
What? We believe in you.
Yeah, you got this.
Okay, one second. I'm just hitting enter a bunch of times so that I don't start going into the next block of text.
Fair enough.
At the cusp of dusk and dawn, our story begins. Within the Twilight Labyrinth... This always happens. I get 3 words into a thing and I heck up.
We believe
Meridian. Meridian?
Meridian. I've been saying Meridian.
That's Meridian?
Yeah. I've been saying in Meridian.
Okay, I am dyslexic and also stupid, so you'll have to forgive me.
It's okay. It's the
Keep
Twilight
going.
Meridian.
All
Doing
right.
great.
At the cusp of dusk and dawn, our story begins. Within the Twilight Meridian, a region of permanent timelessness and prosperity, lies the Galvanus Archipelago and the city of our tale, Greylight, a city renowned for its masterful culinary pursuits, drawing trade and interest from all across the Meridian. A peaceful city for the most part, travelers far more interested in the luxurious cuisine than starting trouble. Drifting on the wind, lingering behind every door and across every marketplace, delicious food calls. The scent of meat, freshly cooked to perfection and dripping with unique and wonderful flavors, lingers on the air, complemented by the warm, comforting scent of baking bread that gifts nostalgia for all that have the luxury to breathe it in. Where other cities may have potion shops and adventurers markets of stone and steel, here rare ingredients and kitchen accessories are the trade of choice. Pirates that dock here, clever little scoundrels that they are willing to spend a extra to stock up on supplies where the hardtack actually tastes good, and grog that both tickles the palate and gets you good and drunk as any decent ale should. Bandits similarly rarely cause trouble for incoming travelers. Why would they, when it's far better to wait for them to leave with tastier ill-gotten gains and fresh-to-go dinners? But stories do not begin in times of stillness and perfection and repetition. While an excellent breakfast I put a
You're
sentence
doing
there.
great.
But stories do not begin in times of stillness and perfection and repetition while at excellent breakfasts do not lend themselves to masterful stories. No, for this, we must await something other than breakfast. Fortunately for you, dear viewers, that something is not long in coming. The earth heaves with a terrible shake, a violent earthquake shattering the timelessness of the town. It heaved as if something new had moved beneath the city, twisting and churning and climbing its way to the surface with sharpened claws, uncaring of the devastation it would leave in its wake. Investigations, once the event had passed, city guards sent out to... I'm getting a glass of water. Give me 1 second.
It's okay.
No.
You're doing great.
I'm stressed.
Hydrate.
you did great.
No, it's fine. We got this.
We're
We
okay.
got you.
Now, hydrate or dehydrate, friend.
Hydrate or dihydrate. Yeah. I probably should have stocked up on water myself. I could do that later. I already had my tea. I'm on tea.
I'm so stressed I'm drinking Vegas tap water.
I believe in you.
Survive.
Okay.
Although I can't condone the Vegas tap water decision based off principle alone.
Yeah.
You know why.
Alright. Fortunately for you, dear viewers, that something is not long in coming. The earth heaves with a terrible shake, violent earthquake shattering the timelessness of the town. It heaved as if something new had moved beneath the city, twisting and turning and climbing its way to the surface, with sharpened claws, uncaring for the devastation it would leave in its wake. Investigations, once the event had passed, city guards sent out to check on the surrounding citizens, revealed a massive sinkhole that had swallowed an entire field of corn. The debris carelessly tossed aside, like a child tossing aside its toys in a tantrum. Peeking out from the churned dirt, surprisingly clean for having been submerged beneath the earth, were a pair of large stone doors. One half of the doors was smooth, almost gleaming white. The other was a sunken, pitch-perfect black that seemed to draw in any light surrounding it. Strange runes scrawled across the top, elegant script that defied easy translation. The response in the city was one of mixed confusion. On one hand, an entire field of corn had been snatched away by the whims of fate, and while they could survive the loss of it, it would have an effect on recipes across the city. On the other, it offered possibilities. New ingredients, treasures, ancient knowledge, and more could lie within those doors. The mayor, seeing the potential profit, called for the formation of a new guild within the city. A group of brave delvers who would enter this mysterious structure and unveil the mysteries within. It is here, at last, that we meet our merry band of misfits. Members of this new guild, each each drawn by their own reasons and united by a single purpose, to seek answers within the newly excavated Twilight Labyrinth. And it is here where we find our party. You guys are standing within a old repurposed shop. It has been turned by the mayor's decree into the current headquarters of the Delvers Guild. It's still in its early days. It's there's still some cobwebs here. They're still moving some furniture into the place. Their front desk is an old, like a cash register bar type deal. So yeah, you lot and a handful of other individuals who have signed up either for the guild or taken jobs for the guild as like contractors are all here in the old sitting room of this shop. The mayor, a rather large Promethean named Neil, is here. He's kind of looking the place up and down. He's got a blue three-piece suit with a matching little bowler. He's got red skin. Those of you familiar with the Prometheans can see that he's got a bit of a scale scarring going up his face and coming up the tops of his hands. He's got red skin and gold hair. And standing near him is Rosie. She is a chib, which is to say she is a very tiny individual. Almost childlike in proportions, but with a much larger head. But you know that even though she is tiny, she is fully grown. She is wearing a kind of like a musketeer's outfit in the blue and gold of the Gold Saber Guild, which is kind of like the city's mercenary guild. Across her back is a large for her, normal for, I'm pretty sure, almost all of you, like rapier. And yeah, they are chatting back and forth, talking about some things that this new guild hall needs, and eventually some more of the new guild members come in and they take their seats or get into standing rooms. And Neil will turn once these last few people come in. He will clap his hands together and say, okay, this looks like about everyone. Alright then, let us get to business. Well, it is no secret that there is a hole right outside the town. Within that hole seems to be a subterranean structure, a structure of maze-like design. How many city gods have we lost in there? And he'll look at Rosie, and she'll look in a little notebook she has and say, 15. Yes, we have lost 15 city gods looking into it, so that is why you all will be better prepared and better equipped. And he starts going on. He mentions a new torch system that they're going to have set up. He has sent off orders for slime lanterns for easier light. And he's mostly just going over the business and safety procedures that you'll need as a delver into this strange and mysterious labyrinth. And while he's going off giving the sales pitch to you guys, the little camera will pan around and we can get actual introductions of our characters. So you know what? Let's go in the reverse order that we did before. Cosmo. What does the camera see when it lands on you?
Strange is sitting down, but probably pretty impatiently. He is probably picking at the chair with his claws a little bit. Nervous tick. And he's very excited. He is a cat boy. A little bit more boy than cat. He's a Rhinecko. He has orange fur on his ears and tail. He has kind of fangly teeth. His eyes are open a little bit too wide. And like I said, he's picking at the chair with his claws, as he probably shouldn't be doing, but he's ready to get going. Now, please.
All right.
So excited.
So the camera passes on Strange, and it lands on Blurb.
So the camera will need to actually come down a little bit to pan to Blurb, because Blurb is very small, only about sort of 2.5 feet tall. Blurb is a goblin. Blurb will be standing there with sort of the chest puffed out, which is hard to tell because Blurb is incredibly round. Bright green in color, with a sort of a round nose and very shiny black eyes, dressed in very immaculate and bright red robes, which is in a nice contrast with the green skin. And it looks very sort of ready to speak at any moment. So sort of waiting for a space and conversation to, put in his perspective on whatever's going on.
All right. And we continue on from Blurb and Glitch. What does the camera see when it hits Meza?
I imagine that the camera has to pan back up. Pan down and then pan back up. Meza is in the furthest back corner that he could possibly be in. Honestly, he hates that he's even here. He's listening, and he hears that the first thing that the mayor says is that they've lost 15 guys in this dungeon, and he's like, great sales pitch. Why did I come again? And questioning most of his life decisions at this point. There's a few that he's like, no, I'm okay with those. But there's some that he's like, well, maybe I could have avoided this if I had avoided those. Just kind of perched in the back corner, probably hood of whatever cloak he has on up and over his face, and it's just arms crossed, clearly would rather be anywhere else. But you know what? You got to get paid somehow.
Sounds good. And finally, the camera lands on Saria.
Yeah, so we go away from the corner back out into the space. And you'll see someone who appears to be human as far as we are concerned. He definitely dresses way more extravagantly than what one might typically expect. He's got this long black hair that's kind of tied with various different flowers, and it covers a lot of his eyes, but you can clearly see this very excited smile as he's kind of kind of curiously looking around, watching everybody. He wears mostly this green and some pink, and he's got this big lily pad sort of shaped hat, and on that, if you look closely, one might see that one of the flowers on said lily pad hat moves a little bit, and it's a little frog with a lotus on it, and it's also it's just chilling there up there on his hat.
So yes, the camera pulls back to a nice group shot of all the aspiring delvers. There's definitely a couple who are like Meza, who when the Mayor said, "Oh yeah, no, we lost 15 guys." It's just like, But then there are others who are just as
a great first sales pitch.
Yeah.
This is really not how you should start out that. You shouldn't be like, hey, all right, we lost 15 guys. We're going to send you in now because you're expendable.
Yes.
We're just happy to be here.
But yes, he is. All this while, Mayor Neal has been going on about the importance of the historical and cultural finds that might just be unlocked by these plucky young adventurers gathered here today. And who knows what kind of subterranean flora could be found within here that can be used as ingredients for our nice town to develop even more complex and extravagant dishes. And then there's always treasure. Oh, what was that?
Mushrooms. Probably mushrooms.
Oh, yes, but there might be moss. Could be vines.
Can't forget about the moss.
And, of course, treasure. The scholars they have sent within what they have dubbed the safe zone at the start of the labyrinth, scholars have discovered writings that are incredibly old and in a unfamiliar dialect. It does appear to be low speech, but just like really old low speech, like proper old English. Or it's just I don't know what this is spelling or how it's pronounced. So, but yeah, they have come to the conclusion that the labyrinth is of foreign make, possibly. So yeah, they don't know who came here and built this or where they went, but you know, underground dungeon, it's bound to have treasure. If not in emeralds and rubies, then in knowledge and history. And, yeah, he claps his hands again and says, okay, so before we, get all of you sorted out and, paired together, what have you, I will say that there is, an insurance policy for all of you. If anything untoward were to happen and a member of your group were to come back and tell us that, then your next of kin will receive a payment of, the monthly salary you would have gotten for this particular delve. 2, we are going to make sure that anyone within the Peddlers Union will give you good prices on any treasure, baubles, ingredients, what have you bring back to sell. And 3, and he will hold out a hand, and Rosie will hand him a piece of paper, and he will open it to show a imagine like parchment, but with just college grid paper printed on it. And he says, we have some fun new fancy toys that the 15 individuals who went there previously, rest our souls, did not have. And these maps will track your progress within the labyrinth. So, you should hopefully always have a way back. Once we bind these maps to you, you'll have your own little dot right here on the map, and you'll be able to trace back your steps if you need to, and you will know where you've come and where you've gone within this labyrinth. So do we have any questions before we start pairing people off? Or grouping people up, whichever one it is. There's a weird number of you. Some of you might actually get paired off. No questions. Fantastic. I love it. And he will motion to Rosie. She will walk behind the counter. And you see her kind of walk up like a step ladder so that she's standing on the counter. More or less eye level with a majority of the people here. And she'll say, she'll raise her hand and say, okay, everyone who brought in looks at her notebook, red cloth, stand over there. Everyone who brought in a 5-piece coin, stand over there. And she starts separating people like arbitrarily. And eventually, you guys are all paired up into a group.
What was our item?
You want to know this too? I was about to ask.
What was our item?
Our weird arbitrary item.
Yeah!
Weird arbitrary item.
We all got nothing.
I was going to say...
Showed up. I mean, I guess you guys can group together.
I was going to say a shiny rock.
But what that works too.
I can work with that.
Okay, that's going in the character sheet. Right.
Shiny rock!
It's actually a piece of
One inventory slot.
things. All right. So excited. When do we get to go down?
We can go down right now if the party so wishes.
That was in character, so yes.
Oh. What I said was not in character.
Dallion will be over here, basically just like hopping up over to the group, just like, you guys are also the ones with the shiny rocks, right?
Yep, see? Hold up. That shiny rock.
Yay!
Meza holds up his, but it's not willingly. He's like, yeah.
My phone is very... it has very good timing with its weather notifications.
Yeah, I'm gonna apologize in advance if you can hear my dogs barking. I'm the only one at my house who's watching them, and my dogs hate me.
I have not been hearing any dog barking, so we're good.
Cool. I've been muting my mic when I'm not talking. John knows my plight with my dogs. So I'm the only one at the house, so this is just I'm gonna have to suck it out. Like, you watch me slowly lose my mind in the corner as I listen to them bark, but nobody else will hear it, just me.
Sounds good.
Okay. Yeah, so, I think...
Shiny rock.
Shiny rock! I think, Dallion would want to go up to someone and shake hands immediately. I'm wondering who it's gonna be. Strange is the most willing, I think. So, like, Dallion is gonna go up to you, just like, oh, it's so nice to meet everyone. My name is Dallion, and, this one right up here is Lolo. And just pointing up to, like, a little frog. Just, like, chilling.
Big eyes.
Hanging out.
I'm Strange. Strange Brew. It's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet all of you.
Thanks for the clarification. I didn't want to, like, sound mean when I called you Strange.
No, it's my given name. It's my given name. My name's Strange Brew. My brother's Cold Brew. My mom is Hardy Brew. And, you know, and then, of course, there's my Uncle Witches. She doesn't like to talk about him. But, you know. Anyway.
What about the rest of you?
Yeah.
Meza does not look like he wants to introduce himself in the slightest, because, you know, he doesn't even really want to be here. It's great. He's having so much fun.
And you see Dallion over here. If you could see his eyes, they're like shining expectantly, just like looking at you, like.
Yeah, he's still like vaguely in a corner, And he's like, I'm Meza. I'm not. That's all you get.
And-
Get it?
oh. Oh, pleasure to meet you, Meza.
Blurb sort of puts his arms out wide and says, "I am Blurb. Have you not heard of me?"
Yeah.
I kind of only just got here, so unfortunately I don't. You seem lovely, though.
Oh, I am fantastic. I have many talents. I am very smart, and I play music, and I write poetry and other things.
Out of character, I love Blurb so much.
Blurb is great.
So good.
I love the
He's
out of
my
character
favorite
because
one on the team.
you're like,
No, in character, we're all.
Yeah. out of
In
character, I
character.
love him. In character, I'm gonna stab him.
Obviously
Yes.
out of character for the excited stuff, because Meza doesn't care.
Cool.
Mason lost his excitement in the war.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it. The war. War? He's not gonna tell you.
A war.
I'm just
A war.
I'm just imagining Meza as basically Zuko. That's kind of like early Zuko, you know.
Sounds about right.
Picturing Meza is the only human in a crew full of Muppets.
Which is
Yeah.
funny because like Dallion is human, but like
Yeah, but
Some
Meza's a very hardened human.
yeah, and of course I'm sure some people are like, "Are you sure you're not like an elf?" It's like, no, you can see my ears right here. They're normal.
But yeah. So I'm ready to go. Well, I guess we should do some strategery. I guess. What should we think about first? Rations, or I'm ready to go anytime, guys. Where are we at?
As
they
you,
might still be organizing. Oh,
Yeah, as you bring up rations, a golden saber mercenary walks by, and he seems to be handing everyone backpacks that are labeled with the Delvers Guild logo, which is just kind of like a little silhouette of a stick figure with a torch going downstairs. And he hands you your little backpack, and he's like, yeah, rations might be a good thing. People go through them pretty quickly down there in the labyrinth. And
Good to know I'm prepared.
and he will.
I have 10 of my own already, so if we need any extra,
Is this a
extra's good.
is this a single backpack for the group?
No, it's like one backpack for everyone.
Okay.
What
Is the
happens if I
backpack-
already have a backpack?
Same.
It is now a Delvers Guild backpack.
Okay.
Okay.
The logo just like magically transfers over.
Yeah.
They just slap the logo on it.
Sticker on there. Screech like, oh, I wanted to.
I start transferring my things over, and you see like cooking equipment and like a different simple outfit and different other rations.
I guess if you were looking in Strange's bag, you would see rations. They're certainly rations. It appears to be mostly like things that shouldn't go together.
Sounds
like-
like a cat.
Yeah, exactly. Bits of string, writing implements, a set of fancy clothes that he's not wearing right now. Yeah, and he'll kind of slap the patch on there and
Yeah, was
Meza
Blurb
keeps
doing
most
something?
of his supplies in the various pockets that he has on his person. He doesn't have a bag. There are just so many pockets on his clothes that he doesn't take anything out. He just grabs the Delver's Guild bag, puts it on his bag, like on his back, and Nothing. It looks like he has nothing else on him, basically. Which could be concerning, but he doesn't care.
I love this small, edgy boy.
I love getting to play edgy. It's great. I've never gotten to just be straight stupid and edgy. I always had to be the smart one. I can't wait to be the dumb, edgy one.
Is there gonna be any brain cells in this group, actually? Like...
Blurb!
Well, Meza has one, but he's not sharing it.
Because I'm over here looking at my 6 in insight, like,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Blurb is very smart, but application might be interesting.
Yeah, Meza has a 10 in insight, but again,
Wow.
not sharing his brain cell. Not sharing his brain cell in the slightest.
it's okay, I'm not asking for it.
Blurb's going to look at the backpack, which is, I'm assuming, the same size as him, and then raise an eyebrow at the person trying to give it to him. And I'm assuming they then go off and get a more appropriately sized backpack.
Yeah, just like, oh, sorry about that. And he'll like take your backpack, and you see him walk over to a Grun Delver who has a comically small backpack, and he basically just swaps the two. And he comes back with your backpack. Cool. The shoulder straps are a little stretched because the Grun tried to put it on, but it'll function.
Blurb will spend the next 5 minutes pulling things out of various pockets. Each thing is incredibly noisy. Like it'll either make like a rattling sound or be a bunch of bells tied together with string, or there's just a whole bunch of little noise-making type things that end up getting put in this backpack.
On rattles. Strange is gonna just do a little tail swish or something.
Yeah.
Like he's trying to be polite and not ask, but also you can tell he's trying to see what everything is. You get 10.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Um,
Food, Meza's like, that's the one thing that I don't have, so. The weapons and all that other stuff, he's good. Food is the one thing that he does not have a plethora of supply of actively, so. For him, it makes sense that he would stock up on more food and rations.
okay,
So I'm so glad that we were just talking about money for a few minutes, because I was working on a new OBS scene, and I don't think any audio was going through.
Ah,
dang!
you're welcome for changing the subject.
But yeah.
But it's all fixed now. I'm in studio mode.
Yay!
Okay.
Wait, I'm just over here like, how many? Okay, so you could, for the record, you could buy an insane amount of rations with 10 gold, because 1 ration is 1 stone, and 1 gold is 100 stone.
So basically,
This is so.
okay. Meza, how many free slots do you have right now?
8.
Is that with the +2 from the backpack?
No, so then 6.
Wait. Are we having like the handbag one or the backpack? Because those give different amounts of inventory slots.
Handbag.
Okay, I have a backpack which is extra 5 slots.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
From my history, yeah. It's a book bag. It still probably has like, it still probably has like Fortean University printed across the back of it underneath the Delver's patch now. Feel free to picture that. So you have 8 free slots plus 2 more from bag.
Yeah.
So
how many
rations
days
is 1/10 of a slot. So that means 10 rations is 1 slot. So that's like 80 rations.
If you wanna fill up all your slots with rations, like I said, I have 10. It sounds like Dallion has 10.
Yep.
I mean, maybe not that. That's a lot of space to fill.
Yeah, and I figured
For no reason.
I left like 5 spaces in my inventory because I want to be able to grab things in the dungeon.
Yeah.
I'm hoping this is the smart move and not the stupid.
Yeah,
move.
no. That's 100% like the right call.
So if you want to just like take 10 stone off, you'll have
90
10
stone.
Yeah, you'll have 10 days. You'll have 9 coins and 90 stone.
Yep.
And you'll have 10 days of rations like the other 2 of them.
Yep.
That works.
Similarly, Blurb, you got rations?
I do now. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna leave you.
Appreciate the help figuring that out because I am big stupid.
Oh yeah, no, like everyone starting off in break have like a little bit of a problem with like the money system, especially because it changed like with the newest version. Before it wasn't clear how much stone 1 gold was, but then they clarified that it's 100. We've been thinking it was 10 stones the whole time. We're like, dang,
Yeah.
100 stone.
You guys have been paying LA prices.
In my defense, it took me like a month to actually learn and get down the Marvel 616 system because I've only ever played regular 5e homebrew campaigns before this, or before Would Be Heroes, so I am still fairly new to the TTRPG space and to like every system in existence that's not 5e. So
Yeah, and
I'm doing my best.
And then Dallion's going to speak up like, oh, but like of course, if we ever have problems with rations, we can always just see what we can hunt and forage down there.
You know how
Meza raises a brow at that and is like, in the dungeon filled with monsters that have killed people?
Yes. He had like no break in expression, like.
You have fun with that. I'm not. I'll leave it at that.
Oh, there's a lot of good, tasty stuff underground.
I mean, if you're vegetarian, you can always just go with the plants down there.
Boy, what kind of monsters could you eat?
Sometimes it's hard to tell if it's a plant or an animal because it kind of looks like both at the same time.
Plantable?
Glances up at Lolo the frog, the lotus frog, who's basically like a Bulbasaur,
Dang.
which is as about as like.
So cute.
Gives a little ribbit.
You know how in
Yeah,
the
like-
beginning of the
yeah, like
beginning of Delicious in Dungeon, Marcel refused to eat any of the monsters. That
Yeah,
is the
yeah, don't-
look that is on Meza's face right now. He's like, "You will have to kill me before you make me eat a monster." He's not saying it out loud, but it is in his expression.
No, that
Oh,
there's
there's also-
definitely a bit of Laios in the back of his brain, like, I wonder what a slime would taste like. How do you eat a slime?
And then, like, over here, Dallion has already gone off. Dallion will be your senshi for this adventure. Dallion's over here like, oh, there's a surprising amount of things you could. I mean, I haven't gone down there, of course, so I don't know what's going to actually be edible. But in general, as long as it wasn't, you know, one of those undead things or like,
Yeah, don't eat it.
robots.
That would make them really angry. Don't eat undead.
And also, it's just like gross. Like, I had a friend once who like tried to like they tried to like take a bite and then like it was a bad time. Don't do it.
You know, it's just it makes things really awkward if you gotta talk to him after.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm ready to go. Do we need to like register somewhere?
As you're asking that, you hear you hear a small amount of commotion followed by, "Ah, yes, let's go, chum! Tally ho!" And you see a rabbit-like hop-along shoot past you guys, dragging behind him a very grumpy-looking chib who is dressed as a jester. And you, like, after these two chuckleheads run out of there, you start seeing some of the other delvers start chatting and looking around. Like, they have the same thought of you as like, do we need to sign anything? And the little chib guild leader, she gets back on the counter and holds up her hand again and says, "Do not worry. By taking the backpacks and or patches that we have provided, you have more or less either entered the guild or accepted the job on part of the guild as a contractor. Your pay will be delivered to you upon brain stopped working. There we go. Your pay will be delivered to you upon appraisal of ingredients or treasures or any kind of relics of historical value that you bring out of the dungeon. You may all leave at your own pace. And good hunting, I suppose."
Yay!
Before we go anywhere, Blurb will hand each of the other members of the party those little like finger symbol things, a pair of those each, and then Blurb will take out their staff, which you then realize is actually a really long horn, and blow on it really loudly for about 25 seconds. One single note, which kind of sounds a little bit like the horn of Hammerhelm from, like, you know, Helm's Deep in Lord of the Rings, just like a really, really low rumbling bass note. And then once that's done, look expectantly at the others.
I
Cymbals.
clap cymbals.
Meza has already
Snap!
shoved the symbols into a pocket and is like, "I'm not doing this." He's like,
So-
"Actually, absolutely not."
Yeah, Meza, you'll probably be the one to notice this, but you see that any of the Rhineku or Hopalong, like any of the animalistic species that are here, are just covering their ears and glaring at Blurb.
Meza is like hiding his face. He's like, I don't know these people, please.
Snap.
Just like that go. We're just gonna assume that Strange is just fine because he's weird that way.
Yeah.
And Dallion is also on Team Weird, just clapping with the cymbals. He's just like, am I doing this right?
Maybe like, don't perceive me, don't perceive me.
Blurb sort of shakes his head and then sort of, we can get better, and then sort of walks out.
All right.
Okay then.
So, you guys step out of the Delvers Guild HQ and onto the cobblestone streets of Greylight. As I said in the introduction speech, it is just chocked full of delicious smells from every country, every culture. Like, you can smell a little bit of everything on the air. And mostly judging from the scents wafting around, you can tell kind of what district you're in. Like, oh, okay, we're passing by the Garoon district, or yes, the dwarves frequent this area. That kind of thing.
What did the dwarves area smell like?
On reflex, I was gonna say Minnesota.
Why do I feel like that's not accurate? I feel like that's, yeah, as somebody who's been to Minnesota, yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna say it smells a lot like a hearty stew in the dwarven section.
Cool.
And yeah, you guys keep going down the cobblestone streets. You are led kind of by guards that are just like, oh yeah, it is that way, or just some of the other delvers that are heading that direction. You're led out of the city, and as you pass through all the fields that contain both plants and farm animals, you come up to this like intricate series of, yeah, my brain is just not working today. Scaffolding. There we go. And it's going down into this colossal sinkhole. And sure enough, this sinkhole is the size of this whole X cornfield. And as you get down all the scaffolding towards the bottom, you can see some unsanctioned peddlers there with their unsanctioned stalls, and they're trying to sell things at exorbitant prices. So like, oh, the Delvers forgot to buy rations at the city, so instead of running all the way back, you could just get one ration here for 5 stone instead of 1. Yeah, just really ripping people off as they
Who knew scamming would be such a rampant problem in this city?
yeah.
Late stage capitalism, man, it destroys everything.
Oh yeah. All right, and as you approach the labyrinth, we have another fun description by our good friend Sparrow, and I'm going to try to not butcher this one.
I believe in
Good
you.
luck. Do it.
You're not the first to enter this place. The great stone doors have been pried open, revealing intricate murals painted across the inside, letters and images whose meanings have been lost to time. Where outside the sun is warm, the weather mild, inside the stone labyrinth feels as if you've stepped into another world entirely. The air is cold, draining heat from your skin and filling your nose with the overwhelming scent of dust. Stale, still, barely disturbed any further ahead, the dust stirs around your feet like an ankle-high fog, obscuring the stone floor beneath you. Far from immaculate, the walls are pierced by roots and vines, creeping along the ceiling and the floor, like the veins of an unknowably massive creature. Other delvers have come before you, lit lanterns and torches that guide your path with their flickering gazes. The hallways ahead seem almost infinite. The warping dance of the flames gives the walls an unearthly shine, as if they too moved to the dance just out of view. It feels strange to be here, as if you haven't stepped into a place not meant for you. I put a negative in there that didn't need to be. It feels strange to be here, as if you have stepped into a place not meant for you. And while you know other delvers have come and gone, other than the lights, there is little evidence of their passage. Is that your fate? To be but a ghost rattling the floors of this labyrinth, destined to make no more mark than another notch on a post. Cast off such thoughts, delvers. Yours is not to wonder at the legacy of your actions, but instead to do as adventurers must and live them. And we are going to take a break here, now that you guys are officially in the labyrinth. So, yeah, everyone obtain water or other beverages of choice, bathrooms, all that fun jazz. And we will be back momentarily. Okay. Okay, actually, despite what I just said, Discord scrambled no one. You're all back to where you were.
Had to prove you wrong.
Yeah,
That's so like Discord.
it is. All right. So, I will. Okay, so you guys have entered the labyrinth, and I am going to drag you over to a map right now. Unfortunately, I don't know if the stream will be able to see this map. But I will give a quick description of it. Oh, no, wait, I think I can force stream to see the map. Oh, dang it, okay. So, yeah, I'm going to transfer us over to the map screen.
Oh my. Mm. Okay.
I was thinking scout or observer.
Yeah, I'll just quickly clarify that the scout can also move at a different speed than the rest of the group. And different speeds of travel have their own different pros and cons. So I say that's definitely worth looking into. And I'll just also quickly ask, no one here has an armor of any kind, right?
Light armor. Just light armor.
Oh wait, do you have light armor?
Yeah, doesn't it come standard with the
No.
Oh, in which case, never mind.
Yeah, you have to buy armor. It's not part of like the
Okay,
standard
yeah,
like automatic.
I did not get that. Okay, I think that maybe I misread something somewhere.
Yeah.
So let me
And I'm just asking because if you manage to roll enough, you could buy like light armor. If you roll high enough.
I didn't.
Yeah, no, I don't think any of us have. So I'm over here like, okay, so that means all of our defense ratings are 10.
Yeah, so let me just get
Okay.
that penalty, or let me just get that bonus off of there. So I got my flat 10. Yeah, sorry. I think that for whatever reason, I thought that I read, yeah, you get a standard weapon and an armor.
A functional outfit is what you get.
Okay, I do have the functional outfit. That is what I'm
Yeah.
currently wearing.
Yeah, I think our goblin is the only one who would be at a defense rating of 11 because of your
You're
small
small,
size.
like,
Yeah, the small size gets an extra bonus
yeah, old
because
school
you're harder
rules.
to hit.
Yes, my defense is 11. Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so okay.
I don't. Dallion doesn't mind taking Vanguard because I'm pretty sure I'm also the one with the highest hearts total of everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Like if I get hit by something, I will survive, unlike the rest of you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, see, that's the only thing that makes me hesitant to put Meza on Scout. One, because of that, in case something
Yeah.
happens, and two, because that is more proactive than I think Meza would be.
Yeah, no,
willing
fair,
to
fair, fair,
complete,
fair.
which is why I was thinking either Scout or Observer.
Yeah,
I mean,
that is true.
You would be able to take
Yeah.
a break from.
yeah, but he's
Yes.
also not stupid enough to like risk his own life like that. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't know these people. Why would I actively risk my well-being to make sure that they can stay safe?
Okay.
We
I
can
mean,
we can upgrade to scout over time.
So
I just kind of go from there and see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. That works.
okay,
you
so
could put Blurb in as the scout if you want our presence announced to everywhere we're going.
dungeon, yeah.
I feel like it's gonna happen no matter what position Blurb is in, though. I feel
Possibly.
like the noise is just like it doesn't really matter what position we put him in at that point.
Yeah, I know if we decide to basically like do stealthy movement, the person in the group with the lowest deafness rolls and represents the group.
Okay.
With
Right.
So who's got the lowest deafness?
Yep.
Blurb's deafness is 10.
Wow, really good actually.
Meza's deafness is also 10.
Okay.
Okay. My deafness is 6.
Okay, so it's you.
I do.
Damn.
Yeah.
My deafness is yeah.
Yeah, that deafness for Blurb is purely so that he can actually close all the little noise making things that while he's moving.
That's okay.
That's the only way that's been developed that I can imagine.
You know.
Considering his speed is also slow because of Girthsome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that means you have like a pretty decent amount of hearts as well then.
3.
Yeah, so we are both like the highest hearts. Can you take rear guard?
I could take rear guard.
Okay. Yep. I guess it's 8 insight isn't terrible, and I do get an edge on insight rolls related to the 5 physical senses from Hunter's Blood, so it's not the worst. It's not the worst.
Yeah.
I can see in the dark.
Nice.
Yeah, I have to ask, how's the lighting looking like in here? Okay.
If it's well lit, then Blurb will not yet have taken off the huge sunglasses he's currently wearing.
Sunglasses.
Because if I remember correctly, goblins get a negative in light.
Bright light. Yep. Yep. So he has those blockout goggles, which
Yeah.
which his are just really giant, like kind of like Elton John sunglasses.
Blurb is the definition of a cool guy.
Yeah.
Else go home. Blurb wins.
Yay! Dallion is ready to take Vanguard.
Meza is begrudgingly just gonna be the observer because he's like, that is the safest that I can possibly put myself in right now.
We're going
Dear.
into the unknown.
I guess that makes, like, unless Blurb wants to be the scout, that makes Strange the
Blurb will
scout.
happily lead the party.
Does Blurb want to be Vanguard? Because I'd be down to take rear guard. Take Vanguard.
Okay. So I guess Strange will be the scout. This could never go wrong.
It's fine.
For record, I'm pretty sure multiple people can be observer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's sort of the thing. It's like this. I have a deafness of 6. Uh-huh.
But that only matters if we decide we want to move stealthily. If we don't want to move stealthily, if we want to move like normal or whatever, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, let me look at types of movement real quick. Cautious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. So I guess right now we wouldn't really have. Oh, well, I've got like okay insight, and I'm trying to figure out what skills I need for this. I've got like pretty okay insight, and I do have 11 grit. That could be helpful.
Mhm.
Well, anyway, I need to have some kind of insurance for the way I roll. We call it fish dice. Rolls. So let's Yeah, okay, sure. I'll be a scout. What could happen?
Ooh. You gonna try to go for it?
Maybe.
Okay, so yeah, so that means you basically go on ahead and see what's out there then.
Yeah. So I would let's see. I guess if the entrance is at 4A. Yeah,
You're
I
fine.
just kind of assumed because that's where we're starting. Everyone cool with going left?
Yay!
All right. Gonna turn left. Oh. Yeah. It
Huh?
my yeah.
Oh.
There we go. Okay. And I guess I'll look in first. Okay, and that's
Deafness.
okay. Here goes nothing. And that's just a D20 and whatever my
You
bonus is.
did it!
Yes.
You did it! By the way, yeah, by the way, on the actual character sheet, if you click on the big circle of your stat, it'll roll. So like this.
Okay.
As you can see, I failed.
I'd like that it gives it like a title.
Yeah. D12. All right. Got it. That's 3. Yeah. Mhm. It's bright blue. It's making light. There's only one that's not broken. Are the other two the same color? Gonna. What I want to know is what can I see immediately if there are enemies in here or anything else, or just the gem? Um, I'll move a little further in the room. Yeah. Mm, okay. I guess. Mm-hmm. Da, da.
Oh, good. Your typical Legend of Zelda rupee colors.
Yeah. All right. I guess the thing at this point, I'll go get the others because the room seems pretty clear apart from the gem, right?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. I'll go get the others and be like, okay, 3 pillars. There's 2 buster gems and 1 that's real shiny.
Oh.
Yeah. Okie doke. Why are there so many options?
Because there's a lot of things you could do. Great! Yeah! You got it!
Don't expect this track record to last long.
First one of the game. All right.
Don't expect this to last long.
Special success. Special success, as it's called in the book. Yay!
Yippee. Well, let's remember. I mean, remember that Meza's history is disgraced scion.
What are your purviews?
Technically, living that kind of lifestyle, I would think it would be taught, even if Meza doesn't like much care. Purviews. From what I could understand when I was looking through the character, like the rules and stuff, uh, I picked down cunning, trickery, and deceit, desperate and dramatic escape, and then damaging rumors and cruel gossip, which were like
That's not the scion, right? That's
it was options that I could pick from multiple things. I think,
purviews
from,
don't pick. Purviews you don't pick. They are based on what your thing is, which is actual background.
Options.
Scion, right? You were. Is it merchant scion?
No, it was disgraced scion. I mean, maybe it told me I could pick it wasn't that I could pick options until like later, and I thought it now. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Okay, disgraced scion is cunning, trickery, deceit, desperate, dramatic escape, damaging rumors, and cruel gossip. Oh yeah, there it is.
I did it right.
Yeah, you did it right.
It had me real nervous. Yeah. Now we get to come to the decision if Meza shares that with the rest of the group or not.
If you don't, Dallion might end up doing his own pervy things, which he has dealing with the odd and arcane, a working knowledge of magic. Dallion is going to go up to that gemstone himself if no one's gonna stop him and like see if he can figure it out.
I would think that would probably be happening while Meza's trying to like read the old speech on the murals, probably, then, if you were gonna just go straight up to it.
Yeah.
Meza's like squinting at it. He's like, in the corner squinting at the murals going, no, I can totally read this. Just give me a sec.
Anyway,
I should have worn glasses and never did.
I am! Okay, and because, will my purview of dealing with the odd and arcane or a working knowledge of magic help me here? Yeah, okay, so that means I get a minor bonus! Yay! Okay, I'm not gonna add it in the roll, because in the Roll20 version of the sheets, when it rolls, it doesn't tell you the numbers. And I have no idea if, like, the bonus actually helps or not, so I'm gonna add it after the fact. Insight! Let's go! Okay, yeah, no, a -2 will not help here. A -2 will not. Yeah, no! That becomes a 16 out of 6, which, yeah, no. Shiny! Ooh. Dallion's just like looking around it. I don't think he's gonna touch it yet.
question. Let's say that would reading old low speech qualify as practical knowledge? Or perhaps could I have, say, taken a class in it and paid just enough attention to be able to pick out a few words? Strange's major. He managed to scrape by with BA in so I think technically what I have for tome is on trade and agreements. And my backstory is that he also found out that there's a lot of forbidden materials in the library there. So he spent a lot of time reading those and things that he really probably shouldn't have been. Okay. Yeah, just see if I can, like... I'll help.
So your description of it being a whimsy stone, is that something that Meza would probably know? I think just because of some of his background, like he would like see it and kind of understand that's what that is. Mhm. But Mesa's stolen enough random stuff. Like literally for the clothing description, I put most of his accessories that he has on him are stolen. Definitely stuff he stole. So I feel like at this point he would have stolen enough of that stuff to know like what is something that should not be messed with versus like what is okay to like touch and mess with, if that makes sense. Yeah, like if he's gonna vaguely know if I touch this thing, something bad is gonna happen, or not, if that makes sense. Okay. 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 Um. Yeah, I think as much as Mesa does not want to be here, he also would understand. Well, now I have to like rely on these people to survive while I'm down here, so it's probably stupid to hide things from them that are relevant to the group as a whole and not just things that only he needs to know. Um So he would turn to the rest of the group and be like, that's a whimsy stone. If anybody's heard of whimsy stones, that's a whimsy stone. I don't know if the other two are, but the one in the center that is like actually like not broken, that is a whimsy stone.
Whimsy stone.
So that is 1d. Oh, I can roll it from my character sheet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I can remember things, and
Yeah.
then. Okay, sounds good. And let me just find my stuff.
Yeah, so when it asks for a modifier, you usually put it in there, but like I'm always like, I have no idea if this is actually working, because the way the minor bonuses work, it could either be a +2 or a -2 depending on what you need. And I'm like, I don't know if it's been coded that way.
So that's just the regular insight, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, that seems
Half-
fine. Roll basic,
half of the-
yes.
Half of the time with Roll20, it's not.
Well,
Nope.
Yikes.
Look at all this rolling 18s.
The
Nope.
one time when rolling high is a bad thing.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yikes.
Well,
We're not
luckily I'm
in
just rolling to read things, and you told me what it is, so I'm just reading, mouthing words, probably. Cool. Yep. Yeah, that seems right.
Would Blurb have heard of a whimsy stone?
Maybe.
Yep. Okay, because I like dice, I'm just going to roll anyway and see what
I'll
I
say-
get, and then make a decision based on that.
Yeah. I'll say that I'm pretty sure Dallion has heard of the Whimsy Stone, because like he's literally from the Merc, which is where all the Fae are. But I don't think like he's too stupid to realize this is the thing. Inside success.
Blurb is, yeah,
Oh, wait.
Blurb's very excited and says, "It's blue. It's not really my color, but I think this a whimsy stone is a fantastic thing. It's marvelous. It's marvelous. We should do something with it."
Meza would at that kind of go, yeah, and also extremely rare, and can be sold for an extremely high price. So,
Should we
Let's-
take it then?
Take it with us, right?
I mean, I'm pretty sure if we touch it, it's not going to do anything. I think it needs like a certain like thing in order to actually do any kind of magic, which if we want to not worry about that, I can hold on to it because I am not any kind of magical at all whatsoever, even close. Or if it feels safer in the hands of somebody magical, I don't care. Needless to say, sold for high price, so we should probably take it with us.
Good.
How is it attached to the pillar? Like, okay.
Sorry.
Oh,
Who dares to take it?
Because nobody else is gonna grab it. Meza's gonna be like, I don't use magic.
No, I mean, no, I agree with your first sentiment. I think that makes sense to me.
Okay. Yeah.
Strange wants to try first. Strange can try first. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
override your decision to grab at the stone.
I was just figuring, like, it seems like it's not gonna hurt us if we just grab it. So I'm just gonna grab it.
I'm fine with
Let's find out. Let's find out. Is this once again dealing with odd and arcane? Alright, so this got a 2 with it. No!
Dang.
We're not in combat. We're not in combat. This would be amazing in combat, but we're not in combat. I'm stupid forever. Can I take the broken? I will take the broken ones. Maybe I could make something from it.
Okay. Is this one slot? Cool.
Okay,
Alright.
I'll take both the broken ones, so. Interesting.
Yeah. All right, sounds good to me. Let me just. You guys want me to scout again?
Go for it.
I'll scout
Okay
again.
with it.
Okay, let me get my stats here. And then that's deftness check. Oh boy.
Oof.
Oof. Oh. Oh no! Oh no!
We love
Oh,
it when it
dear.
changes like that. We love it when
This
the
is
tone
the
changes
first
like that.
session, you guys.
Yep, you got it, boss. Okay. 1d10. It's an 8. Don't say points of damage. Don't say points of damage.
Well, damage doesn't work that way in this game.
Oh,
Otherwise we'd be super dead.
Yeah.
Super
Like
dead.
one shotted, dead.
Mm-hmm. Dear. Oh dear.
Da da da.
You learned your cliffhangers from Mike a little too well.
Okay. Left. We're gonna say I went left again. That is in character for me.
So that would be 2 rations that we've used, yeah? I'm trying to keep
Yeah.
track.
Yeah, let me
Okay.
just off my sheet. Alright, sounds good. 8 rations. Oh. Just me.
The scout.
Just
The
me.
scout. The scout is there.
Can I make a big loud noise that hopefully they can hear?
I think
guess
you're.
we'll have to
I think what
do it
you're
next
gonna
time.
be hearing. I think what we're gonna be hearing is an ow.
Yeah,
Random screaming.
yeah. Why is Kieran notes?
Great first session, guys. We did so good.
Good, I'm having fun.
Oh boy.
Having a great time.
I hope I'm not too like I don't know like rules lawyery about.
No, I appreciate it.
all the rules. So
Yeah.
I do know all the rules. I do know
Yeah.
it.
we are noobs compared to you, so it is
No.
good that you are telling us the rules because we know nothing.
Yes.
Yeah, I will be honest, I am glad that the person I got from the break server was the little rules gremlin.
Yeah,
We need at
yeah,
least
no,
one.
yeah. Again, like I've been playing this for pretty much as soon as like the first PDF was released, which is almost a year ago now. Which is
Yeah,
almost a year
I have
ago.
been itching to play this as a full-on campaign.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Also-
I'm so excited.
Also, I bought a wizard's hat to do a dumb gag, and it just now occurs to me that I won't show up because of my...
No!
My camera.
I'm so sad.
I'll be hilarious next time, don't worry. But yeah, it is time for outros. I'm glad that everyone had a fun time. Maybe next time we'll get into combat and we can see how many injuries we can stack at once.
Knowing our track record,
I don't know, you guys were rolling really high. Maybe you'll just
really high.
steamroll.
knowing how stuff goes in the past.
Yeah, but also I'll just say, just like low level break can actually be super deadly. Like,
Yeah, it's very
super
Darkest Dungeon.
deadly. Hence why I recommend getting like armor or a shield as soon as possible.
Well, hey, you guys already have one piece of treasure.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
Here's something.
Yeah, maybe we can divvy up the money and go buy some armor next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go ahead and go through outros, and I will let you guys be free into the wilderness. So, yeah, we'll go right to left this time. Anth, where can people find you if you wish for them to find you?
Oh, that's a really good question. I don't know. Anth on either Bandlab or Bandcamp, which is where my music is. Other than that, I'm pretty much anonymous on the internet.
Fair enough. I realize I should have started with Glitch because they're kind of the pro at this outro thing. I'm dumb.
The pro is saying a lot.
You did it for over a year.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Cosmo, where can people find you if you wish for them to find you? If not, that's fine.
You can catch me kicking around Discord, posting terrible memes, or also at my Twitch channel, CosmoMemory 91, where I'll stream games sometimes.
Yeah. All right. Oh, hey, Glitch, it's your turn.
Yippee! Y'all, I'm a regular here at Would Be Heroes. Y'all know where you can find me for the most part. It won't be TikTok anymore, maybe, apparently, we don't know. As of today, it won't be, but...
Yeah, as of this recording.
Who knows if that'll change or not by next time. If it doesn't, and TikTok stays, you can find me as Glitched Chaotic on TikTok, where I post dumb, silly little cosplay videos as dumb, silly little characters. If it does get banned, you can find me other places. I am on Instagram as Glitched Chaotic Cosplays, where I post, photo shoots and stuff that I do. I might go to Reels. Reels scares me, but I have friends who are veterans on it, so we'll see if I can be convinced to go on Reels. I have a gaming PC now, so streams will be starting back up as soon as I can get a second monitor. I am also Glitched Chaotic over there. I will be getting into gaming and stuff, and hopefully maybe eventually by the next session, my Percy Jackson campaign will finally be out. Yeah, Would Be Heroes ended and I still haven't started my Percy Jackson campaign. I don't know what you guys want from me. Reading books is hard sometimes. but when I get those books read, the Percy Jackson campaign named Divine Fates will be starting. Might broadcast it here on Would Be Heroes. It'll be broadcasted onto my Twitch. I'll definitely be uploading recordings of it onto my YouTube. My links to everything are in my card, which is, I think right now it's glitchedproductions.card.co. I'm gonna change that to glitchedchaotic.card.co though. Was there anything else? I think right now that's it.
Yeah. All right. And Saria.
Me! Okay. So you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, and a lot of other things as Saria Howard, no spaces. You can also find me as Animal of the Elements. I guess literally anywhere. I'm like everywhere. I'm with either one of those two names. So if one of them isn't there, then the other is probably. My YouTube is Anotel0808, where you can see all my animation stuff. Wow, fun. And am I missing anything? Maybe. My Tumblr is Animal of the Elements, and I do have a Twitch that's also Animal of the Elements, but like I never stream because my computer literally dies immediately.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I try to I stream on like when it's like convention time, because I do online conventions and I do live streams then. So we'll see if it works this time.
Nice.
But yeah, that's me.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
And I have been your devious game master with all the rollable tables. I can be found on social media, pretty much any social medias, at Crims Bacon. Oh god, I've lost everything.
Oh, no.
You know how Mike felt for the past year.
Yeah. But yeah, everywhere at Crims Bacon. I have my own podcast separate from Would Be Heroes, which is Bacon Flavored Pods, where I play anything and everything that I can trick people into agreeing with. As of this recording, we have in the works a Diesel game, a Sentinels Comics RPG game, and a Mech vs. Kaiju game. Let's see. Those will all be hopefully continuing throughout the year with little interruptions. But you never know when horrible illness or bubble guts is going to hit you.
True. Also, before I forget, because you're going to be a part of it too, y'all will be able to catch us again on Would Be Heroes, me and John, on the Cypher System game that we'll be running, I think, for
That
Would
is
Be
true.
Heroes as well. With ye olde D, who played our good old leader.
Superly normal guy.
Super normal guy. Totally normal. Not at all the god of wisdom.
And poetry.
And poetry somehow, some way. He'll be DMing that one, and
Yeah.
I've been a part of stuff he's DM'd. That one was a fun one shot. So yeah, it means I get to learn another new system. Woo!
Yeah. Welcome to my hell. I am always learning new systems, and it makes everything so difficult.
Not sure when that one's starting. It should be relatively soon-ish, though.
Yeah.
So keep an eye out for that. That'll be here on Would Be Heroes as well.
That is true, yeah. All right. We will see everyone next time. Have fun, and don't forget your golden thread? I don't know. Is that too niche of a Labyrinth reference to, like, make as
No, I think that's actually a perfect outro.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're not
I
find
forgot.
something to stick to like Mike did, I think
Yeah.
keep like that'd be a good one.
Okay.
Get all of the Greek mythology nerds in here. It'll be great.
Yeah. All right. We will see people later. Bye.